I can't believe it's almost been a month since I've uploaded a penny hunt and fill episode. Unbelievable. Sorry for being late with that. I haven't felt the best, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. So stay tuned for a 2-box penny hunt in our quest to complete the Dansko Lincoln Penny album. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure. Welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited about hunting a couple of penny boxes. As many of you know, I've been under the weather, and hunting penny boxes takes 4 to 5 hours to do. So I've been putting off doing them, and I took a peek, and it's been over 5 weeks since the last time I posted a video on penny hunts for the album fill series. So without further ado, we're going to get right after it. These are a couple of local Dallas-Fort Worth boxes. So even though I am also trying to complete a Canadian small set album hunt and fill, not sure I'm going to get many for that book this time. I'm hoping to get either upgrades and or additions for this book. I've taken a quick peek from the holes in the bottom. Both of the boxes are circulated scents, as you can see, and they both look like they have a good amount of copper from what I can see through the holes. So let's take a quick peek at the top and see if it matches what we saw on the bottom side. Yeah, definitely looks like there could be a lot of copper in these boxes, and I don't see any obvious wheat scent enders on the top side, but you never know what's on the inside until you crack open some rolls. All right, I'll start the hunt now. I'll be back with my first find of box number 1. Well, we got to roll 10, and it made us wait for it. We finally have our first wheat scent of the hunt, reverse facing. And that's going to be a 1949 Denver to kick us off, and not a bad year with a mint mark to kick us off to boot. 1 hour later. We're on roll number 24, almost halfway through with the first box. And finally, wheat scent number 2, ready to be exposed. Reverse facing, a 1956 Denver. And since I have you here, we'll just quickly take a peek for any of the D over D RPMs or the BIE die chip variety, and I don't see any of that. 1956 Denver for the board. It's our youngest wheat scent to go along with that 49D we found earlier. Now let's find some more. Roll 25, wheat scent number 3. And this is gonna be a 1942 Philadelphia. Roll number 32 of the hunt, wheat scent number 4 of the hunt. Everyone has been reverse facing so far. And that's a 1949, but San Francisco this time. Roll number 34, wheat scent number 5. And that's a 1941 Denver, I believe. And it is oldest wheat scent we found so far. Roll number 38, wheat scent number 6. Obverse facing, 1952 Denver. We'll take it. Roll number 48 of box number 1 is going to give us our 7th wheat scent, almost an end coin, second from the back. And this one is a 1953 Denver. 2 more rolls left. I'll be back with another find or a first box recap. Well, that's going to do it for this first box of this 2-box penny hunt. And despite only having 7 wheat scents, at least it got 6 in the back half of the box. We only had 1 through the first 24 rolls. So a tough start, but not a bad finish. 7 on the board. Oldest one is a 1941 Denver. We also got a couple of Canadian scents I didn't film, a 1972 and a 1976. We got 4 from 1959, 169S, not the DDO, and then 1 pretty nice 1964 Philly. I already checked. It's neither of the DDRs. As far as copper is concerned, not bad. I said at the beginning it looked like a pretty heavy copper box, and it was 2 pounds, 10 ounces. So typically I like at least 2 pounds, 8 ounces in a full box to get me 2.5 pounds for a 5-pound 2-box hunt. And we got more than that. 1 box down, 1 box to go. Probably can get the 5 pounds based on what I saw on the bottom, but we need more wheat scents and we need some oldies. Let me crack open this top box right here and see if we got any goodies staring back at us. All right. You know, it doesn't look that great on the top side as far as copper is concerned, but like I said, the bottom looked pretty good. I don't see any wheat scent enders, a couple of copper scents showing up, but we'll have to see how this box goes. It is the different bank, same week as the last box, but like I said, a different bank. All right, let me get a find. I'll bring you guys back in when I have one. Roll number 6 of box 2 is going to give us our first wheat scent of the second box. And it looks like it's a pretty nice one. Take a look at that. A little bit of red still on it, just shown right behind the one in front. Let's see if it's in the 50s or if it's possibly earlier. It is in the 50s, but it's earlier in the 50s, 1951 Denver. And I don't know if we have one as nice as this in the album. Could be an upgrader, but either way, nice seeing an older wheat cent in great shape in the hunt. All right, that makes 8 wheat cents now through 56 rolls. Roll 67 of the hunt will give us wheat cent number 9 of the hunt, and it's our earliest yet, and it's from the 30s. Take a look at that. 1934 Philadelphia. It's not in the best shape. There is no mint mark, and we don't need it, but still nice to see one from the 30s, especially the early 30s. Let's see if we get some more in box 2. Well, we're on roll number 19 of box 2, and box 2 has started off slow just like box 1 did. But in the 19th roll, I think we have 3 wheat cents. One right here in front, so I flattened them out and I saw a 40-something right here. And at the back of the roll, another wheat cent. So we're going to have at least 3 more, and this is going to be numbers 10, 11, and 12 of the hunt. Wheat cent number 10 is a 1951 Philadelphia this time. Wheat cent number 11 is a 1942 Denver. And wheat cent number 12 in the back could be an older one, and it's not. It's just a 1954. That being said, 12 wheat cents now through the first 69 rolls. Can't get mad at that. Roll number 70 of the hunt. Wheat cent number 13 of the hunt. A 56 Philly this time. Roll 71. We now have 14 wheat cents. This one's going to be a 1956 Denver. We're up to roll 87 now of the hunt, and it's been a little bit of a dry spell since the last find. We now have 15 wheat cents reverse facing, and that's a 1954 Denver. Roll number 93 of the hunt, and we have wheat cent number 16 of the hunt. Just another one from 1953, minted in Denver. Roll number 96 will give us wheat cent number 17, and that's significant because that means now we have 10 in the second box of the hunt. And it's going to be a 1946 Denver for the board. Same roll. We now have 18 wheat cents. The 18th wheat cent is a 1945 Philadelphia. All right, that's going to do for that 2-box penny hunt. You know, I can't get mad at the second box. We found 11 more wheat cents in box 2 to make 18 for the hunt. And while it would have been nice to get to 20 to average 10 per box, it was just good doing a 2-box penny hunt. Unfortunately, nothing really fancy on the board. The oldest find is going to be the 1934 Philly that we don't need. And the nicest wheat cent was the 1951 Denver. Could be an upgrader, although it's not perfect. We got 2 Canadian cents. You saw them in the last wrap-up. We ended up with a total of 7 1959 coins and 3 1969 S's. There's nothing special about these. I keep them because they're copper and they're a transition year. And of course, I always double-check for the 69S, DDO. None of those were it. We had 4 nicer copper cents. A 1964 P, not the DDRs. 68 Denver, not the DDR. A 1973 Philly, and a 1973 Denver as well. Speaking of copper, we did pretty good. 5 pounds, 4 ounces in the 2-box hunt, so I'll add that to my copper stash. What's left to do is to go ahead and compare the finds to the albums, see if we have any upgrades or additions. I highly doubt it, but we got to do our due diligence. So I'll be back in just a second with a look at the books and some final thoughts on today's 2-box hunt. All right, I have compared all of today's finds to both albums. That includes the Dansko Lincoln Penny album and the Canadian Small Cent album. Unfortunately, the 2 pennies that we found from Canada, we did not need, as you guys know. So now after 130 boxes worth of finds for the Canadian album, we're stuck at 70 out of the 115. That being said, I did make a trade recently for a couple of Michigan State penny boxes, and obviously we have a good chance of scoring some more Canadian small cents in those. That'll be my next penny hunt. Hopefully we can slot something in the Canadian small cent albums or find some oldies for the Dansko Lincoln Penny album. After 316 boxes searched, we're hard stuck at 210 of the 234 cents that the book holds. And like I've said in previous episodes, they are the tough ones to find, but we'll keep on searching for them, and maybe we can slot some more in the next few hunts. Hopefully, despite the lack of additions and upgrades to both books, you guys still found this Penny Hunt and Fill episode entertaining. If you did, I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting And thanks for watching.